In my mind, one of the best things that I ever did was to become a part of this organization, because what it has done for our family in general is provide you with connections and contacts and friends.
That's been my greatest benefit from AutismUp from the beginning, is support from other parents involved in the organization.
I feel like when we started to do the AutismUp programs and get him involved, especially like with the learning how to ride the bike, we just became so much closer to the autism community. I know with the ladies, I felt so much more of a connection.
The biggest element of AutismUp has been taking away that feeling of isolation for our family. I can't emphasize enough that 12 years ago when Teddy was first diagnosed, you walked out of Kirsch Developmental Center with a diagnosis and absolutely no one to connect with. That has since changed. Now, families walk out of Kirsch with a diagnosis, but they are immediately greeted by our parent navigator, who through AutismUp is able to be up there and support families immediately upon diagnosis.
I think for me, AutismUp has helped me realize that we're just trying to make small steps, and they're helping us to do that.
The best part about it was meeting young adults who are my son's age. In fact, we walked in and Drew Richardson, who actually works part-time for AutismUp, he and my son did their last 3 years of high school together. So it was like, oh my gosh.
It's the fact that me having Asperger syndrome myself, I know how it's like to be in the mind of a person with autism, and I can be that bridge for a parent who's not completely knowledgeable about autism. I can help them get inside the mind of what it's like to be an individual with Asperger's.
Education of parents is paramount.
This organization so pointed me in the right direction.
Programming for the kids is so important. They need this help. It will close the gap.
AutismUp is, first, it's helped me to realize that I shouldn't be fearful of the future. Working with so many individuals who have so much passion for helping their children, it made me realize that, I shouldn't be scared for the future, that, greatness awaits for many people like myself.
We all see the future about what's about to happen. These kids are growing up. What are we going to do with them? And the programs at AutismUp greatly benefit these kids. They're giving them skills.
I think, people have this misconception that you can cure autism, or when are they going to grow out of autism?
One of the things that I know AutismUp is rolling out are programs and services for those transition years.
I noticed that employment seems to be one of the biggest fears. And it's certainly understandable because, it's estimated that up to 90% of individuals on the autism spectrum are unemployed. We have a lot of untapped potential and many talents that we can bring, to the workplace. It's just a matter of helping us find the right supports.
I feel like looking into the future, I would love to see a center where adults and children can come together and learn community skills, and possibly have an outlet for educational skills as well after, they do leave school.
So the exciting thing for AutismUp as we celebrate our 10th anniversary is now we are really creating that roadmap for the next decade and beyond. So now you have the roadmap for your child until they turn 14, but what's next for them? And we have to continue to forge ahead and create that roadmap, because the journey doesn't end at 21 for our kids with autism. The bus stop's coming, but our kids still want to get jobs. They still want to be part of our community. So that's really the focus for the next 20, 30 years. There's no stopping us.
AutismUp has a 10-year track record, and they've already proven they can roll out the baby to, 18, program, support services. And we're just getting ready to roll out the other piece. And we're smart about how it happens. You do it a little at a time. You have pilot programs.
We need this because we have so many kids and teens and adults and kids moving into adulthood who have no obvious place to go. They need a community place where they can just be themselves and get the supports they need to be as great as they are.
In the future, if we had our own location, it would be bustling. I just can't even imagine being able to walk into a place and say, oh, you know what, I'm looking for this, and everything is all in one space. It would be an incredible asset to the community to have that headquarters, for us to be able to have our own place, and then to be able to say, this is where the kids walk in and they feel like they belong. And the parents can walk in and feel like, okay, I'm in I'm in my place. I'm in my zone. Everybody here gets everything.
Now the future is bright. We have families coming to us all the time who they're excited about what the future holds for their child with autism. They will work. They will have a successful life. They're going to be productive members of our society. There's no doubt anymore. 10, 12 years ago, families weren't sure, and that's all changed now because of AutismUp. And I can't emphasize enough that we really feel like as an organization, we are setting the national standard for how a community can come together and really create a future for these individuals with autism.
With AutismUp, we're all family.
And what I'd say to people who are actually watching this video and taking in everybody's stories is don't just sit back and watch us. Come on in and join us.
A bold new destiny awaits AutismUp. As we look to the future, our vision to build a better tomorrow for our community includes a new home for AutismUp, a place for families to call their own. Autism does not end. It lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate 10 years of helping those within our community that need it most, we ask that you continue to help us create opportunities for success at every age and every ability. Thank you for your continued support. AutismUp. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.